Have you ever met someone who questions everything, even the truth itself? There was once a philosopher, known for his sharp mind and endless doubts. He believed that faith without sight was foolish, that destiny made us blameless, and that hell could never harm what was born of fire. But one day, a simple act, by a wise old man, changed everything. In an ancient city, a philosopher rose among the people, famous for 3 questions he believed no scholar could ever answer. He declared before the crowds, "If someone can answer these questions of mine, I will accept the truth." The people gathered, curious, but days passed, and no one could respond. He began to mock the scholars, laughing at their silence. One day, outside the city, in the quiet of an open field, sat an old sage, calm, wise, and radiant with humility. Beside him lay a few lumps of clay. As the philosopher passed by, the sage called out, "O seeker of questions, come sit with me." He asked, "I have heard that you carry doubts no one could answer?" The philosopher replied proudly,
Yes, 3 questions that have silenced your learned men.
The sage smiled gently.
Then speak them to me. Perhaps the one who grants wisdom will guide my tongue.
As the philosopher spoke his questions, the sage quietly lifted a lump of clay and struck it upon the philosopher's head.
What have you done, old man? You've wounded me!
In this strike lies the answer to your 3 questions.
Outraged, the philosopher rushed to the court. The sage was summoned before the judge. The judge asked,
Old man, did you strike him with a clod of clay?
The sage replied,
Yes, but not in anger, only to answer his questions.
Then explain, how can a strike be an answer?
The sage began.
His first question was, no one has seen God, then how can one testify to his oneness?
So tell me, philosopher, when I struck you, what happened to your head?
The philosopher groaned.
It split open. I'm in pain.
The sage asked.
Can you see the pain?
He replied.
No, but I feel it.
The sage smiled.
So you bear witness to what you cannot see, because you feel it within.
Just as we testify to Allah, unseen, but felt through his signs and power.
The philosopher nodded slowly.
Yes, my first question is answered.
Your second question was, if Allah does everything, why punish man?
Then why have you brought me to court? If Allah struck you, why file a case against me?
The philosopher lowered his gaze.
Yes, my second question is answered.
And your third question? If Satan is made of fire, how can hellfire harm him? Tell me, what are you made of?
The philosopher replied.
I am made of clay.
The sage asked.
And the clod I struck you with, what is it made of?
He said.
Clay.
The sage smiled.
Then behold, clay struck clay, and clay wounded clay. So too will fire burn fire, by the command of the Almighty.
The philosopher stood silent, his eyes softened.
My head is wounded, but my doubts are healed. I withdraw my case. My 3 questions are answered.
Sometimes wisdom does not come from arguments, but from understanding. Faith is not always seen with the eyes. It's felt in the heart. Our choices still define us, for Allah gave us will and responsibility. And His command is power, enough to make fire burn fire, or to turn doubt into faith and pride into humility. So the philosopher left that day, his head wounded, but his soul healed. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to share it, for someone's faith might be waiting for a reminder. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.